Like and subscribe on the way in the door, people. This is gonna be a short video, and I think I'm gonna start doing more videos like this, just giving my thoughts on some players who I think need to be brought up more and mentioned. And some of them were just great role players, and others were superstars that we didn't get to see maximize their potential due to injury. Today's video, we're gonna really quick talk about Grant Hill of the Detroit Pistons. Now, he actually played on a few teams, but I'm always remember him for his time on Detroit. So Grant Hill averaged, I think, about 16 points a game for his career. It was about 48% field goal, a little over a steal per game. I think he had about 6 boards per game, 4 assists per game. Great all-around player. And here's the thing that I remembered about Grant Hill. During the Jordan era, there was always Mike. The new talented players were always getting compared to Mike, and most of them didn't amount to much. Players like Harold Miner and some other players like that. But Grant Hill was one of those players. When you saw him play, you thought like, oh, this guy's gonna be a problem. Like this dude is a threat. And I think the thing that, in my memory, that I remember most is he was deceptively fast. It didn't look like he was moving fast, but somehow, he was blowing by players, getting to the rim. Great finisher at the rim. Wasn't a great three-point shooter, but decent handles, and just a fierce competitor. He was fearless. And so, yeah, that's what I remember about Grant Hill. And unfortunately for the world, unfortunately for us who was watching basketball back then, can't remember when he came into the league. It was 94, 95. Somebody let me know in the comments. But yeah, unfortunately for us, injury plagued his career. And so we never got to see the best of Grant Hill. I think the main injury was an ankle injury that plagued a lot of his career. And it's a good video of him talking about playing Michael Jordan one last time when Jordan was on the Wizards that y'all should go check out. But anyway, Grant Hill was playing on an injured ankle, and I think that turned out to be his last game in the NBA. But he wanted to play against Mike one more time because he had done well against him the previous game. He wanted to play against Mike one more time, and Mike, being Mike, torched him. You're not gonna get the best of Mike 2 games in a row. It don't matter if he's 20 or 40, But anyway, so yeah, Grant Hill spent most of his prime year. I think most of his prime years, late 20s, early 30s. He didn't play a whole lot of games. He was injured for a lot of that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, I think I'm going to start doing videos just to shout out some of these players that I feel like don't get mentioned enough, and just kind of give my recall of the things about those players that stood out to me. And like I said, to me, Grant Hill was one of the few players when you saw him play that you were like, okay, this guy's going to be a problem. They were comparing everybody to Mike, but most people didn't pan out too much. But Grant Hill was one of those that you knew was there to compete. But anyway, for those of you who saw Grant Hill play back in the day, let me know in the comments and let me know what it is you remember, what your eyes told you when you were watching Grant Hill play. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. All right.